In ancient traditions, from Taoist alchemy and Indian yoga practices to modern neuroscience, there's a consistent understanding that sexual energy can be harnessed and channeled to nourish the mind, develop intense concentration, unlock genius, and awaken intuition. The human brain, being the most energy-demanding organ, benefits tremendously when the body's vital force is preserved, purified, and directed upward. Sexual energy is one of the most potent life forces within the human body. It is the essence of creation, the biological drive behind procreation, and a foundational force that animates much of human behavior, passion, and vitality. However, few realize that sexual energy, when transmuted and redirected, can serve a far higher purpose than temporary physical gratification. One of the most profound uses of sexual energy is in fueling brain efficiency and optimizing cognitive performance. This video explores how and why sexual energy, when wisely used, can revolutionize brain efficiency and turn ordinary men and women into focused, creative, and intelligent individuals capable of remarkable mental feats. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and share this video to help others. Sexual energy is not merely libido or the urge for physical intimacy. It is a life force itself, what many traditions call chi, China, prana, India, or vital energy. It is the same energy that creates a new human being, that fuels the endocrine system, that powers a drive for survival, ambition, and expression. At its core, sexual energy originates in the reproductive system, but is not meant to stay there. When retained and refined, it becomes an elixir for the entire body. It moves through the spinal cord, nourishes the glands, and sharpens the senses. In men, it is largely concentrated in semen. In women, it is expressed through the cyclical flow of reproductive hormones. Releasing sexual energy through excess indulgence often leads to temporary highs, followed by fatigue, brain fog, and distraction. Conversely, those who cultivate and store this energy often report heightened mental alertness, emotional stability, and an almost mystical clarity of thought. The link between sexual energy and the brain, the connection between sexual energy and brain performance, is both physical and energetic. Physical connection. The brain consumes 20 to 25% of the body's energy, more than any other organ. Neurotransmitters such as dopamine and serotonin, essential for mood, focus, and cognition, are closely tied to sexual arousal and fulfillment. Excessive ejaculation or hormonal imbalance from overstimulation can deplete these chemicals, leading to depression, anxiety, and mental fog. Energetic connection. In yoga traditions, sexual energy rises up the Sushumna Nadi, a central energy channel, activating higher chakras, such as the third eye, intuition, and crown, higher consciousness. In Taoist practices, Jing's sexual essence is transformed into Qi, vital energy, and then into Shun, spiritual power, leading to sharper awareness and wisdom. This ancient wisdom is increasingly supported by neuroscience. For example, abstinence or retention can lead to a dopamine reset, improving sensitivity and pleasure from ordinary activities, and enhancing overall motivation. Many people waste their sexual energy without realizing the cost. The modern world promotes overstimulation through pornography, casual sex, and constant sexual imagery. This drains the body of its most powerful resource, leading to reduced concentration, lower memory retention, impaired willpower, increased anxiety and overthinking, lack of drive and creativity, frequent ejaculation in men, especially when tied to compulsive behavior like porn addiction, often leads to dopamine desensitization. This results in brain fog, poor sleep, low self-confidence, and reduced ambition. In women, constant energetic leaks through emotional entanglements, oversexualization, or hormonal imbalance can lead to depression, mood swings, and a dulling of intuition. By consciously controlling sexual impulses, the brain regains clarity. A person becomes more grounded, balanced, and capable of intense focus. The science of semen retention and mental performance. Semen retention is a conscious choice to abstain from ejaculation while still cultivating and circulating sexual energy throughout the body. Practiced by sages, warriors, monks, and even athletes, semen retention is now gaining traction in modern circles for its psychological and cognitive benefits. Key brain benefits of semen retention. Increased mental energy. Semen is rich in zinc, lecithin, enzymes, and trace minerals crucial for neural activity. Retaining it allows the body to reabsorb these substances, enhancing brain function, improve memory. Ancient yogis believed celibacy could sharpen memory. Today, many men report stronger recall and learning capacity when practicing retention, sharper focus and clarity. Dopamine resets during periods of abstinence lead to improved attention span, reduced ADHD-like symptoms, and increased flow state experiences. Emotional balance. Retention cultivates inner peace. By not chasing sexual highs, the mind becomes still, reducing anxiety, depression, and mood swings. Boost in motivation and ambition. Transmuted sexual energy fuels goal setting, discipline, and a powerful inner drive to succeed. Scientific studies on monks and long-term celibates show lower cortisol levels, stress hormone, and higher serotonin levels, promoting joy and tranquility, ideal conditions for intellectual work. The key to using sexual energy for brain efficiency lies in transmutation, redirecting raw libido into refined mental power. Techniques for transmutation. Meditation and breath work. Deep breathing and focused meditation help draw energy up the spine toward the brain. Kundalini or tantric breath practices can elevate sexual energy to awaken the pineal gland, the third eye. Creative outlets. Redirect sexual urges into music, writing, innovation, or art. History's greatest creators, Leonardo da Vinci, Nikola Tesla, practiced celibacy and credited it for their genius. Physical exercise. Discipline the body and circulate energy through yoga, martial arts, or strength training. Exercise helps transmute sexual urges and channel them into productive momentum. Cold showers. Known to reduce sexual cravings and stimulate the nervous system. Builds willpower and reinforces mental resilience. Mental visualization. Imagine sexual energy moving up the spine into the brain, lighting up each center. Use mental imagery to convert desire into ideas, visions, and solutions. Transmutation transforms lust into love, desire into discipline, and primal drive into divine brilliance. Creativity is directly tied to sexual energy. The act of creation, whether it's life or art, stems from the same inner fire. When sexual energy is consciously retained and elevated, the individual becomes more attuned to inspiration. They access higher levels of the brain, including the neocortex, responsible for imagination, abstract thought, and innovation. Great writers, musicians, scientists, and inventors often report their peak creative phases coinciding with periods of sexual abstinence or minimal indulgence. This is not coincidence. Creative energy and sexual energy share the same source. Preserve one and the other flourishes. When you retain and redirect sexual energy, the brain begins to rewire itself. This is a process of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and adapt. Many who commit to long-term sexual energy cultivation report spiritual awakenings, improved intuition, and even extrasensory perceptions. While that may sound mystical, the neurological foundation is solid. When dopamine is regulated, the prefrontal cortex, decision-making center, strengthens, and you begin operating from wisdom rather than impulse. Real-life examples and testimonies. Steve Jobs practiced aspects of Eastern spirituality, including sexual discipline, to fuel creativity and insight. His innovative genius revolutionized multiple industries. Muhammad Ali famously abstained from sex before matches, claiming it helped him stay focused, sharp, and confident. Monks and yogis. For centuries, spiritual adepts have used celibacy and sexual energy cultivation to reach elevated states of consciousness and wisdom. In all these cases, the pattern is clear. Sexual energy, when preserved, becomes fuel for greatness. How to begin your journey. If you're ready to use your sexual energy for brain efficiency, start small and stay consistent. Make a commitment. Choose a number of days to retain. Start with 7, then 30. Write down your reasons and goals. Remove temptations. Limit porn, casual scrolling, and erotic media. Fill your environment with positive triggers. Books, music, nature. Establish a daily routine. Morning meditation and breath work. Physical movement, walk, gym, yoga, cold shower. Focused, deep work sessions. Sexual energy is a powerful resource that, when harnessed correctly, can significantly enhance brain efficiency. By learning to conserve, redirect, and transmute this energy through practices like meditation, breathwork, and disciplined living, individuals can unlock higher levels of creativity, focus, and mental clarity. Ancient wisdom and modern science both support the idea that sexual energy is not just for reproduction, but can be a transformative force for intellectual and spiritual growth. The key lies in awareness, discipline, and proper technique. Whether through semen retention, yoga, or mindful visualization, anyone can learn to use their sexual energy to fuel a sharper, more efficient mind. The journey requires patience and practice, but the rewards, enhanced cognition, emotional balance, and profound creativity, are well worth the effort. By mastering this inner alchemy, we unlock the true potential of the human mind. Join our Telegram channel by clicking the link below to be an integral part of our community, where you can be accountable and get updates on your semen retention journey.